They are the elite of corporate India, extremely fit teams representing corporates from across the country, competing on a national stage for their corporation's pride and some big winnings in a fight to the finish.
1,700 teams dream to believe that they could be India's fittest corporation, but only 4 have survived the mayhem.
Welcome to the penultimate round of the toughest corporate challenge on the planet.
It's the Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit Corporate Challenge 2018 semi-finals.
We've seen some amazing races, and we've seen corporate rivalry taken to a whole new level. All the way from the hustle and bustle of the playoffs to when anarchy took over the course at the quarter-final stage.
4 teams remain. They've battled through a packed field to remain standing and will now fight it out today. It's GMR and Infosys on the chopping block. It's elimination time now, and the winner of this match will make it to the final. For a chance to claim the grand bounty of 6 lakh rupees for the winning team, 3 lakhs for the second place, and the all-new Maruti Suzuki Swift for the fastest finalist.
So before things get started, let's rehash those rules once more. There are 3 members in each team, and each match will have 3 races where all 3 contestants of Team 1 race all 3 contestants of Team 2. It's the team with the highest circuit finishes within a match that takes the win and the spot in the finals. In the case of no finishes, the team with 2 or 3 wins will be declared the match winner. And the obstacles now are as tough as they come. Test Your Metal is up first. Here contestants need to provide the answer to a very tricky question or face a time penalty before moving on to the angle run, a slippery metal chasm where they leap across from side to side to get to through the roof, where the participants must propel themselves upwards using nothing but the rings and their own momentum to reach the boardwalk, a straight backboard where contestants must hang on and push themselves forward to reach the corporate climber. Here they'll have to climb the underside and pull themselves up to slide smoothly down to the super swing. It's another rope obstacle, this one, but here you require holding on and swinging to arrive at the devilish free fall, where contestants must swing and generate momentum to reach the corporate ladder, a wobbly version of the monkey bars with a tricky gap to overcome, and then, and only then, it's back to the final obstacle, the summit, where they run up a 14-foot curved wall to reach the buzzer. And remember, only the time of the first person to reach that buzzer counts.
The firefighters of GMR face the techies of Team Infosys. First up, we've got...
It's Crew Commander Neeraj Kumar, a veteran fireman who's fought blazing infernos and laughed in the face of death. He's brought his A-game here, up against
Sandeep Rahul, a man who boasts a deadly combination of brute strength and silky smooth speed. He's here to win at all costs.
2 burly men took to the course, and only Sandeep came out unscathed from through the roof. Neeraj seemed spent and lost both his lives as Sandeep went clear until having his very own free fall. He may have been upset, but what he did was enough to give Infosys a crucial lead.
So a fatal mistake from GMR, and that leads to a very happy Infosys. But hold on a second, hold your horses. GMR's saviour is on the horizon. Who have we got, Sananda?
Pradeep, a man of few words, a silent killer, and a deadly blade in the night. You'll never hear him coming, but he'll blindside you with his pace.
He's facing Hiram Patel, a man who's ran, swam and cycled his way to overcome an Ironman challenge, but he's never faced a challenge as tough as this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And he too, a Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit Corporate Challenge Season 4 could not have been better. It's between 2 stellar athletes, 2 athletes who've proven it yet again and again that they're made of iron. There we have it, Pradeep Daya, who's been brilliant. He's only gotten once tricked by the free fall.
Pradeep Daya has been the model of consistency. 6 out of 7 attempts finish so far on this course, and boy did GMR needing to step up. Remember, GMR was shocked in the first game of the quarterfinals by Nagaro. They need to pull it out the final to ironically meet Nagaro again in the finals and try and get revenge, and it's looking good here at the moment for Pradeep Daya. He's got a sizable lead against Hirid in the red.
That's definitely a lead here by Pradeep Daya. Pradeep Daya, as Patrick has already mentioned, is absolutely consistent. He does seem a little slow on the course this time around, but however, you know the kind of pressure these guys are in at the moment. But that seems no trouble for him, the corporate climber.
There's a life back, there's a life gone for Hiren Patel. Life gone for Hiren Patel, that's going to take him back to the obstacle. It is a shocker, Sananda. I think it was on the corporate climb. Meanwhile, 6 times he's completed it. Can he take those stats to 7 out of 8? We'll probably find out, depending on whether he can beat the free fall. He's having a hang, Sananda, he's having a hang.
And he has, and he does dig in deep.
He didn't panic, he kept calm, he had the swing, he got over it.
Meanwhile, I think it is all gone Pete Tong.
Second life for Hiren Patel. He is out of the heat, so all attention now on Pradeep Daya.
All the exercise, all the muscles, and all the protein is definitely working for him. This is going to be the climb of his life.
Cometh the moment, cometh the man. Can Pradeep Daya level it up on heat? Can he get a completion to his name? Look at that. He sprinted up that summit like there was no tomorrow, and Pradeep Daya has leveled things up. It's now GMR 1 heat. So Pradeep, with that big finish, puts GMR in the driving seat, but Infosys have their secret weapon on the way. First up, racing for GMR next, it's
Jayaprakash, a vital cog in the GMR juggernaut, with a relentless thirst for victory and an addiction to climbing 14-feet walls. He'll be facing
the ridiculously fast Yudhishthira Reddy, the unstoppable force and the immovable object from the top of the summit that's become his second home. Underestimate him at your peril.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, the top seeds of the talent, GMR, Jayaprakash running for them, and Yudhishthira Reddy, the man who's been absolutely flawless and perhaps has had the best time. If we have Yudhishthira Reddy completing the course and getting onto that summit, they have a good chance of getting into the finals. However, our man there, Jayaprakash, just needs to be behind him in 2 obstacles.
Yeah, it's very tight now. As always, we'll have to wait for official confirmation, but Jayaprakash will know in his mind, even if Yudhishthira Reddy finishes, as long as he's around about the corporate ladder or the summit just behind him, it should be enough to send the top seeds GMR through, and we can already look forward to that rematch of the shock of the quarterfinals when GMR were beaten by Nagaro out of 7, because remember, he reached the summit as well on the one run that he didn't win. So he's technically got to the top of the summit on every single run, so you expect him to win. The big focus here should be on Jayaprakash to see how he's going. In the red, Yudhishthira Reddy, on the blue on the left.
There seems to be absolutely no tightness. He seems to be just completing the course as if he's been doing this all the while.
Well, he's been so perfect all the way through, and I think he's on the record for
oh wow, what a beautiful
one
transition.
Of the best free-fall completions we've seen. I said Jayaprakash needed to keep close to him. Jayaprakash is a million miles back on the course, and he'll know Yudhishthira Reddy if he can get up the summit at the first time of asking. Jayaprakash is too far back, so GMR, they were top seeds going into the quarterfinals. They can take this semi-final if Jayaprakash can get it at the first attempt, and he can! Oh my word, what scenes here! Yudhishthira Reddy takes to the summit and sets up the smokes and press ups the boots. More than a dash of blood and thunder, some guts and tons of elbow grease for good measure, and Infosys come out on top. What a fabulous run from Yudhishthira Reddy. We gave him the big build-up, Sananda, and he lived up to the billing.
There were 2 finishers from both teams, but Sandeep Raul's first heat win helps Infosys make it to the finals.